Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to reach back into our Zippo display case and take a detailed look at the vintage look lighter with slashes on the corners. You can see I have many more Zippos and boxes to go before I fill this thing up. And it actually looks like the plastic boxes work the best in this. This thing is in pretty good condition for something that's been packed away in a box for 25 plus years. Now we have our vintage look full-size Zippo Windproof lighter with the slash corners. See this referred to as a 1937 replica. I'm not sure if that is accurate or not. I thought that 1937 would have been the rounded corners like the 41 replica. Maybe that didn't start in 38, until 38 I mean. But I do know that there were both styles of lighter that had the slash corner, where this is a very boxy look, squared look, and this vintage look, or 37 replica, whatever you call it, it's flat on the top. You can see that. It will stand on its top without any aid. So there are some elements of it that appear to be true to the original, while the hinge is not, nor I believe are the rounded or concave contours of the spines of the lighter. I think that would have been flat like it is on the 41 replica. But I think this particular model, this vintage look, notice it's not marked replica on the bottom, it's just marked vintage. But I think it is designed more to capture the spirit of that lighter rather than every detail, where the 41 replica comes with the 4-barrel hinge, the 14-hole chimney insert, and the hollow rivet for the file wheel. The vintage look integrates both some of the old details with a newer style of lighter. See, it's marked Zippo Manufacturing Company, Bradford, PA, vintage, made in USA, in A Zippo 22. That would have been made in January of this year. And I did not realize it. I may have had this lighter out of the box momentarily when I made the first video of all three of these lighters. But this is the first time I really inspected it with any detail, and it looks like it has a pretty good ding there on the bottom corner. Not like it's horrible. Everything does look brand new. The insert looks clean. There was a little bit of green tarnish when I cleaned the bottom of this case, because you can see that spot down there to the right, down in the case where you can see it's tarnished. And it was a little bit darker looking before I wiped it off, and it brought up some green corrosive looking residue. So I don't know if it maybe got wet at some point. This group of 3 lighters that I bought, while there were only blemishes described on the 1941 replica, all 3 lighters were sold as used. So I have no real complaints, especially for what I paid for them. The insert was marked the same, I believe, A22, just like the case. And I have a hard time. I really go back and forth as to which design I like better. I think probably I would like the slash corners on the 41 the best, which I think that would have been a 37 or 38, right? Maybe our Zippo expert friends, anybody over from the Zippo Addicts Facebook group is watching. There you can see that corner. Looks like maybe somebody just dropped it down on some concrete, maybe on the foundation of the floor in their house or in their driveway. It's unfortunate. It's a minor blemish, but it is a blemish. This lighter also did not have a warning sticker on it, so I really don't know anything about the history of them. The 41 replica had residue from the warning sticker, but it was the only one that had any sign of ever having a warning sticker on it. So I still haven't decided. I have entertained the thoughts of maybe getting them engraved with something channel related, like the Dependable Flame logo, and then giving them away, doing a channel giveaway for them. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Maybe we could get them engraved and then do a live stream where we give them away. I don't know, things to discuss, possibilities. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys would be interested in participating in. I really like these bottom stamps on these replica and vintage look. It's a lot more authentic looking to me than the sort of happy-go-lucky logo that is used today. This looks sort of severe, the all block letters, but I like it. Nothing really about this lighter other than that ding on the bottom to not like. See how the font for Zippo, that doesn't really look like they spent a whole lot of time thinking about it. It just looks like they reached down into their drawer of punches and pulled out the biggest letters that they had. I've owned a couple of these vintage looks in the past. I think one that was brushed chrome just like this, and then another one that was solid brass, I think brushed brass. I believe there is a very old YouTube video here on the channel of that brass one. You can see how the hinge rests up at an angle a little bit like it is supposed to. Those aren't supposed to just fall all the way down. The squareness of the design also kind of reminds me, you can see there the hinge is pretty tight, has just a little bit of play, no big deal. But the squareness of it reminds me of a couple of 1932 replicas that I had. They were obviously heavier, a little bit bigger, but the shape was very similar. Let me know down in the comments which of the replicas you like the best. Is it the vintage look, the 41 replica, or maybe the 32 or 33 replicas? So still not sure what I'm going to do with this one. Won't be firing it up today. We'll go ahead and end with the 41 replica. Until next time.